Hey, what's up guys? Boris here, and today I'm coming to you guys with another One Piece theory. This time it's going to revolve around the character Brook. And before I start, I want to mention a side theory, a little small theory that's going to be related to this one. And it's just pretty much that I haven't seen a lot of people talk about this, but I do believe that there's a possibility that Mock Vice, the current executive for Doflamingo, he could possibly have the Tanuki fruit. We know that he can apparently do this one megaton smash or whatever, where he flies into the air and then crashes down. And at first, I remember EOP, the first time his power was revealed, EOP said he didn't like it because it's very similar to someone we saw back during the Baroque's work arc, who had the similar fruit, who was the weight fruit, I believe, where she could become very lightweight and then become very heavy and fall their opponents. And he said that that didn't really make sense that they have the same fruit. And so over time, people on maybe I think I saw it on Reddit suggested this, and no one's really talked about it. But there's a possibility that he had the Tanuki fruit because we see that he gets a tail when he flies. And when he's flying, he has a tail similar to that of a Tanuki. But let me know what you guys think about that one. It's just a short thing I want to talk about. I didn't want to make a whole video on that one, but I do want to make a whole video on this one, and that's Brook. And I believe in this theory, I'll post link down below like always. It's a very good, interesting theory, and really good theory, I believe. And that's that Brook's devil fruit is not the revived vibe fruit or whatever, but instead it's the Underworld fruit. And so I'm going to talk a little bit about how we got to the conclusion. And so let's go ahead and start. Now, here's the first thing that he mentioned. So the first thing is that when Brook died, if you guys remember, his soul apparently escaped his body and was lost in the fog for a year until he found his body, which at that point had become all skeleton. So that's very interesting. He didn't just revive like he normally would. His soul had to look for his body. So that's an interesting thing. If you guys remember, I'm going to go show you here a picture of the first time we met Brook. He says that he has the Yomi Yomi no Mi. And pretty much what he says here, in short, the Yomi Yomi has the power of revival. It was promised that I could live a second time as a revived human. So pretty much all he knew about the fruit is that he could revive. And if you guys remember, during the final scenes, he decided to record that final musical piece for Laboon at some point because he knew that he could revive and live a second time. Now, the interesting thing here is, again, he didn't revive. His soul escaped, and he was able to control his soul and look for his body. And so then the theory, the theorist, or the author of the theory, he makes some other interesting points. At this point, Brook has figured out how to make his soul escape his body. How does that make any sense with a revival fruit? At this point, he's able to use music to do really cool abilities that, again, have nothing to do with the revival fruit. I mean, Brook, he has ice manipulation. He can make people dream. It's really interesting what he can do, why is that? Why? How does the revival fruit let him do that? Well, the theory pretty much states that the fruit is not a revival fruit, like we thought it is. Like I thought it was, at least until I read this theory. But he says that no, it's instead the Underworld fruit. And then how is that? How's that possible? If how's that possible if it's the Yomi Yomi no Mi? We know what it is. We know what the fruit is. Well, he says that it's it can be translated a couple of different ways. I'm going to show you here, straight from the One Piece wiki. The Yomi Yomi no Mi, and the English name is the revival fruit. And then the meaning is either Yomigaru, which means to revive or reborn, which is what everyone thinks it is, or the Yomi no Kuni, which meaning is the Underworld. Again, he never explained that how exactly he would how the process of reviving would occur. And then seeing all these powers that he's acquired, post time skip, that have really nothing to do with reviving at all. To be fair, if he was a revived fruit, he would just revive and then the fruit power would go away, I assume. Not only that, what happens to the devil fruit? If he died, well, shouldn't the fruit come back now that he's already alive a second time? This is very interesting. But again, Underworld fruit. It's very interesting that that's what one of the translations can be, because it makes a lot of sense. Underworld, and you have the soul, you have all these attacks, and you can there's even one attack called let me look it up real quick. He has an attack called the Chill of the Underworld, which threw his sword in order to freeze his opponent's bodies with ice. How does he have that ability with the revive food? It makes really no sense. So this is a very interesting theory, and definitely one that I think this is one of the better ones I've read. Definitely makes a lot of sense. He has a lot of proof, and I'm going to go with this one. I'm actually going to go with this one. This is one of the few ones that I can say that I can agree a lot with. I don't know. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think these powers are just his powers that he had before he had the fruit? Like, maybe, that's one possibility, is that he learned all these abilities before he died, so that's why he has them. But to me, that makes no sense. He doesn't have a magical sword that can manipulate ice. I mean, how is he doing these attacks? It has to be some sort of underworld power. So that's it, guys. Like the video if you liked it. I know I like this theory. I'm going to leave the link below, like always, so you guys can check it out. Make sure to subscribe for more One Piece theories, and until next time, thanks for watching.